the continuation of the next build for the 2012 Jeep Wrangler from Axial. So it looks like we're going to be starting off with the shock build for the shocks, as you can see right here. I believe I got everything out and ready to go on the table, as you can see. I hope I got everything. It's kind of hard to tell from these details and stuff what the picture looks like actually. As you can see right here, it says open bag B, which I did, and everything's lined up right here, as you can see. And plus, from some of the other bags, I got those out as well. So let's go ahead and let's get started on the shocks. Looks like it's calling a number of pieces, so let me go ahead and get these both opened up. Alright, so now I got everything out. Let's go ahead and start this section right here. So looks like it's calling for one of these, and here, as you can see, these are different sizes, so it's looking like it wants it to go in like that. So it wants us to put in one of these little shaft looking things, and as you can see, there's a little hole right there with a little slot right there. So you want to make sure that hole, oops, guess you gotta put your thumb there too. Put your hole line up right there, and then it's calling for this piece. As you can see, there's a little hole right there. So what you want to do is line it up with the slot there, like so, and then you're going to get these little pieces here, the little rods, you can see it through my big fingers right there, and you can pop it through this hole. So you have to okay. It's a little tough.
Didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
I had to pause the video to get the first one I put together. As you can see, I finally got it out, and it was not an easy task. Looks like I bent the little piece of rod here slightly. I had to use the channel locks and wire strippers. What I had to do is use some dish soap and some hot water, and finally got it out. So keep that in mind. Try and learn from my mistakes so you don't have to go through it, because it could cost you money. I'm still counting down the parts for me to screw something up pretty bad to where it will cost me money, but hopefully that doesn't happen. So again, let's try this again. Hopefully it goes in a little nicer. I don't know why. Seems to be always one piece. Just wants to be difficult. It's like they didn't drill this out well enough. May have to get some soap on here or something. It's almost in there, but just a tad bit short. Alright. It's in there. Woo! Wow, that was a I don't know, that was a challenge. As they say, just tap it in with the hammer. Alright. Oh my god. I hope I don't have to do that anymore with any other parts, because like I said, I'm pushing my luck with some of these parts putting together. Alright, so now it's calling for this piece number 3. Again, if you haven't seen my previous video, I'll go ahead and do this again. When you see these numbers, if you see these numbers right here, it says AX80,084 1 with the box. What that means is that if you see these tabs, as you can see, it says AX80,084, and since that one said 1, where is it? 1's right here. I'm going to take that one off, and the number 3, as you can see, I just took those off, which are these right here. So it's calling for it to go right on here, like so. Do that to the rest of them, and the way it looks like it keeps the that pin that we had to get through. It's by keeping it in place. It's really not held in by anything, so these will keep it from sliding out. Alright, so go ahead and break the rest of these off, because I'm going to be using these all up anyways for project here. Oop. Just what I ended up doing, I made a mistake. You know, I thought these were all pretty much the same size, but silly me, these are actually different sizes. So as you can see, the shafts are different. Of course, the long ones will go together. You know, that makes sense. What's funny is that from the factory is that they didn't even cut these even. Huh. Alright, so the way it's looking is it wants to take that little hole right there and have the screw go down the bigger hole so you can screw it from the inside down into this. So the tricky part for me is trying to have something, these Allen wrenches, long enough to do so. And that looks like it's this size I need. Yep. Alright. Let's try it out. Little suction cup through there, so you gotta press in so you can see it right there. I don't know if you can see it with my lighting or not. So put it in place and turn. Alright, that one seems to be in place now. There. So these can go on. That's done. Kind of bothers me that that isn't cut straight. But, oh well. Alright. So, one piece is done. Beginning of the shocks build. From what I can tell, as you can see, right here, as you can see right here, it's calling for AX80032 and so on. So go ahead and get on that build here. Alright, so alright, again, instead of breaking them all off in pieces, I'm just going to go ahead and put these aside for now. Alright, so first it's calling for, as you see, AX80029, and it's calling for number 4, which is right here, because right there's the tab. Break that off, and it is calling for, I'm guessing it's this bigger black O-ring. Could be wrong. Looks like I might be wrong. It might be the brown or whatever color that is. Looks like it might be the proper size to fit in here. Very hard to tell. The way it looks like this piece. Then column number 5, which is this. Just face up so you can see the little ring right here. It's calling for to face this way. And just turn it on the place. Not sure how far this calls for, but let's go ahead and do it anyways. And it says take this rod, clamps, locks, as you see the E clips. Pop one right on there. Alright, and then it says to take one of these plastic pieces here, slide it down here into place. So as you can see, you put the E clip on. There's not very much room once you slide this on to get the other piece on here to keep this in place. And these are some Alright, so I'm going to try these wire strippers. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do that to the rest of them real quick. Alright, so I seem to be missing one of those E-clips. As I was mentioning earlier, this piece right here, this number 4, the square, I'm actually needing it off of this piece right here, where number 4 is. These will go in the middle, and then that black gasket ring is supposed to be for the bottom part of where the seems to be kind of odd though. They want you to use a plastic piece right in between, but oh well, that's what they call it for. And that E-clip I was discussing that I couldn't find, I'm probably going to have issues with that shock that I'm looking at the drawings now, but really nothing else I can do, because I looked at all the bags before I tossed them and I didn't see nothing. But well, so I may have one shock that this doesn't work properly at all. There, all the way down the bottom. That's why it's very important to look at them closely on the details of the instructions. Alright, so that's the last piece for the correction now. Now it calls for the shock oil. The only thing I don't know is, I don't know what the height is supposed to be. It's really clear. I'm sure I'll have to take some out later because it is pretty stiff. Now let's see. Slide this all the way down. This one's a little looser. I think this might be the one that I'm missing the E-clip on it, but I'm sure I'll find it once this whole kit's put together. Might be somewhere on the floor or something. That's if the vacuum cleaner doesn't get it first. So. Oh well. Let's get these on there quick before it gets too hard. These are supposed to be facing down, up like that. Like so. Alright, there we go. I'll put these on like so. It'll be something like that. Alright, this looks like it'd be the right size because there's some. Yep. Put that through the hole there. So. That should be good. So there's one. Okay. Alright, so now calls for these springs here. Along with the 80,000 32. That's not it. 32. And it is number 2. So these pieces here. $80,032 number 3 right here. I believe that's how it goes. I was wondering why it looked funny. I got 2 of them stuck in there. There we go. That was pretty stiff too. There we go. So there's one shock down. So that looks like it concludes the shock build along with the drive shaft, which is kind of odd why they would have us build that out of bag B when it's been nothing but the shocks. I don't know why they did that. Don't have an answer for you, but here is the final results. And thank you for watching, and please share, subscribe, and comment. Again, comment of anything that you've seen that I can improve on for making these work better, like the amount of oil, shock oil to put inside these. So they look like they bounce pretty well now after I got probably some of the air bubbles out of them, except for that one that again that I feels like it's this one actually. Yeah, it feels like it's this one, because this one's pretty loose and bouncy, but oh well. But they do look pretty good though for being from the factory. They look pretty authentic from the real thing, it looks like. But alright then, see you on the next part, and stay tuned.